Good morning and welcome to Heartland Dual Sport. We are, if you can look in the shadow, riding two up. It's the first day out riding two up on the Africa Twin. We got Angie riding shotgun. How's it feel back there, honey?
Feels great.
That's awesome. We did ride the KLR around some, and she enjoyed it, but it was just a different setting position for her back there. This, she's actually raised up a little better, and it makes for a nicer ride. I can already tell you just from hitting the brakes slightly a couple of times that we're not banging helmets, and that's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll go out here, we're going to take a little bit of a spin, and then we'll get a little more feedback from Angie and see how she enjoys riding on the back. And look at the little kids waving.
Hi! And the little bitty one watering the grass,
yep,
or the flowers.
I have to get Angie a GoPro hooked up back there. That way when she's turning around. It's amazing to me, you ride shotgun with somebody very often, how much more you can see when you're not paying attention to the road.
Oh yeah.
So we need to get Angie hooked up with a GoPro back there as well. Especially with her being up a little bit higher, should be able to see a lot of stuff and not necessarily looking at the back of my head the whole time.
I am higher.
How about the wind back there? Is the wind bothering you at all?
Well, you're blocking most of it.
Well, that's kind of what I figured, but I didn't know for sure. This windscreen up here is actually doing a great job of protecting the majority of me. I can feel it basically outside of my shoulders and probably right about where my roof protector is on my helmet is kind of where it probably starts hitting. It's not actually hitting my helmet very much at all, so that's actually pretty awesome. And look at the alfalfa growing out there, man. It looks good.
It's pretty.
All these black-eyed Susans growing up in the grass there, out on the edge.
Okay.
Yeah, got hay cut on the east side of the road, and alfalfa ready to be cut over here. Waving at the hay bales. Angie's really liking these Cena 20S's. We can talk back and forth each other, and she's listening to her own music off of her iPhone right now, which is kind of cool. So that way, you know, she gets to listen to her music, and if I wanted to, I could be at mine and listen to my music. It's one of those corners you kind of got to watch out for these people. They drive like they're the only ones on the road. Got
Right.
little Mario Andretti right there in the making. Oh, look at the guy on the dirt bike.
See him.
Yep. We need to talk to that guy and get permission to go out there and play on his place. Yep. I hope he got good brakes.
Right.
Just a little kid.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Sorry, babe.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah. Obligatory lap.
Yeah. Looks like they already cut that weed over here.
Yeah.
I surprised to see them cutting the weed this early. Look at the, oh man, a cardinal. Did you see it?
No.
It's really pretty, a really pretty cardinal. sun's getting.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be fun to go ride around in. Play hide and go seek for days. You know it?
One set of words for you. Children of the Corn.
Yeah, I know. They were pretty good too.
They were awful. However, the corn mazes at, you know,
Thanksgiving and around down there, those are pretty fun. Look, it's little red.
Yeah.
not high enough.
Yeah, it's a Dodge.
It was headed east.
Oh, okay. Well, it's about as good a straight road as we got for just kind of seeing how the wind does, even at highway speeds, on you and your back and
Well guys, every now and again I do have a problem with the audio, and I apologize about this, but part of this video is going to be a voiceover, which is actually okay. I'll go ahead and leave the video rolling just like it has been, but I want to make a few points on the Africa Twin that and this way you're not listening to a bunch of wind noise. Once we got up to the highway speeds, I was having some problems. My mic ended up moving, and we ended up getting a lot more wind noise than I expected, and it wasn't something that I could actually correct very well in the software editing program. So we're just going to go ahead and do a real quick voiceover on part of this video. But a couple of things I wanted to point out real quick, and I'll go ahead and I'll add a picture in right here. The way the foot pegs are connected to the subframe on the Africa Twin, you can actually see right here there's a couple of bolts, and that means that you can actually take these off. So where this is going to come in handy, and I know we're doing a video about the Intial 2-up, but this is one of the problems with some of the other manufacturers, and I'll go ahead, we've been comparing this to the Tiger XC several times, but that is one of the complaints with the Tiger is the guys that are riding solo, they're going out on some of these trails, maybe even getting hung up in a single track area that they may or may not have intended going on. But a light layover on these, a light layover on the Triumph XCXs, their rear passenger foot pegs you cannot take off. It's welded into the frame, and what's happening, guys, are doing the little layover, and it's actually bending their subframe and then jacking up the value of their bike and or trying to get it fixed. I do like the fact that Honda's made these to where you could actually take the foot pegs off, and that's part of the reason I wanted to bring this up. Me and Piston Slap was talking about this the other day, and that is one of the problems with the Triumph XCX. Honda's actually seen that this could potentially be a problem for the guys who are going to be riding this bike in tougher terrain. You can actually take the rear passenger foot pegs off, and you won't have that problem if you accidentally lay the bike over. Now, the other advantage to this and the way this is built is these foot pegs are down lower. As you guys know, Angie's got lower back problems. She's actually got scoliosis. She's had a couple of corrective surgeries to fix some degenerative disc problems that she has as well, and she's actually got nerve damage from all this. So I mean, she does have a lot of lower back pain and that type of stuff. But with the way these foot pegs are designed, the rear passenger seat is up a little bit taller than the driver's seat, so it puts her up a little bit higher, and then the foot pegs are actually mounted at a little lower position than a lot of your other bikes. So with her being long-legged, her knees are not bent up to her chest like if you could picture the girls riding the crotch rockets. I mean, she's actually getting to stretch her legs out a little bit the way this is designed, and it's truly a blessing for the passenger comfort. And this bike has plenty of engine. When you're riding, you're able to get this bike it's actually designed for 2-up riding, and it's very comfortable for the passenger, And ultimately, that's what we wanted to do in this video, is just convey the message. There are some definite benefits to the Africa Twin for riding 2-up, and a lot of it's going to be the seating position and the foot pegs, the way they're mounted, and just the like I've mentioned in the walk around video, the seat's super soft, and it's just an excellent bike for 2-up riding. And I'm going to go ahead. I've got Angie talking in some of this video. Guys, forgive me for part of the wind noise, but I do want you to hear her first impressions of riding on the bike. And again, this is not a huge long road trip. We're taking baby steps. My wife's actually deathly afraid of motorcycles, so we just do small little trips here and there, but I want you to get her first impressions, initial impressions as they came from her on our first little trip out. Again, we only rode about 20 miles, but you get a good idea of her thoughts on the Africa Twin and the comfort levels. And here's Angie.
So that's a real big perk.
Yeah, I mean, it's very comfortable. And I'm leggy. I'm long-legged.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. It looked like they put these foot pegs down quite a bit lower than, say, like the DRZ.
It's very comfortable. It really is.
That's good. As far as driving and being the operator of the motorcycle, I can tell you from this side, she's not affecting me at all. I mean, we're still just cruising right along at highway speeds. We've ridden anywhere from 40 to 65 miles an hour.
I was going to say, or 10 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah, that's because she was running the throttle, and once I realized she was going that fast, I did hit the rear brake and back us back down.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd say this is a great motorcycle to be riding 2-up. This bike is actually relatively comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can feel that it's just nice and smooth as we're going over some of these bumps.
Yeah.
And when you have
I usually feel every bump a million times over.
Yeah.
Because of my pain.
Right. She's had several back surgeries, and I don't know, look at the birds, but
I see them.
and I don't know if you guys know or not, she's actually got a little bit of scoliosis in her back. She's had surgery trying to correct that, and she's got rods in her back and has some nerve damage from the scoliosis and the other problems. But it's really nice to see her out here and just being comfortable and being able to relax on this bike. I'm actually pretty excited to report how smooth it is, even riding at highway speeds and greater than highway speeds, because she's actually enjoying herself. She's giggling and laughing. She's doing alright. There was another nice little bump. I don't know if you guys could feel it or not, but just kind of glides over these bumps, and that's definitely what we needed as our family and our needs for our motorcycles is a really smooth ride, something we can smooth out. So,
on the roads.
yeah, and if you guys have ever been to Oklahoma, you know we've got terrible roads out here. And again, this road's pretty smooth, but it's nice to hear that laughter in her voice, because I know she's not hurting it, she's giggling. Anything else you'd like to say about it, sweetheart?
It's bike. It's comfortable. It's I don't know. I mean,
You cut out that last little bit.
oh, it just feels smooth. I mean, I know that's not a very good description, but that's the best word I can think of. Especially like we were saying on these roads. I mean, it's as comfortable as riding in the truck of ours.
Well,
You know how comfortable that is.
yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's hard to
Yeah.
get that right.
I mean, that's crazy.
You guys, we won't keep you too long. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up. If you guys have any other questions about riding 2-up, feel free to message us. Leave comments on this video. As always, we'd like your likes, comments, and subscribes. And may you have a blessed week.